Angel Dust X Listener. You don't even realize he's there until you heard his laugh. It cuts across the den of the bar, that high, cackling, unmistakable laugh that used to mean trouble, or fun, or both, if you were lucky. The music fades into a dull throb in your ears as your head turns on instinct. He haven't seen you yet. Angel Dust lounge in the back of the crimson booth like he owns the place. One leg up on the seat, one hanging off the edge, heels dangling, and his burr catches the neon pink streaks. His eyes were half-lidded and lazy as he tossed his hucks in the bar, drink in one hand and cigarette in the other. Extra arms draped across the back of the seat, same red and white around, just sitting there. Same smug grin, same everything. Except you're not sitting beside him this time. You freeze for a second with your drink in hand, mid-blink. In all of hell, in all of the million sinners and demons and freaks and foes, you really thought you'd manage to avoid him forever. That was stupid. Hell is small when it wants to be cruel. Huss sees you first. His gaze flicks over Angel's shoulder and lands on you, and his wing visibly tenses. He mutters something to Angel that you can't hear over the music. Angel's smile falters and he half turns. Your heart lurches. You could leave. You should leave. You should spin on your heel and vanish into the crowd and pretend this never even happened. Doll? His voice hits you in the chest. You swallow and force yourself to walk forward, slow, carrying your drink. It feels like dragging a chain. Hey, Angel, you say, hoping your voice doesn't betray you the way your stomach is flipping. I didn't think I'd see you here. He's staring, actually staring for once. Angel Dust, king of one-liners, doesn't have anything to say. His extra hands twitch and the cigarette between his fingers burn low. Huss, give me a minute, he says without looking away from you. Huss's gaze flicks down between you both, and then he wordlessly slides off the bar stool and shuffles away, wings ruffling as if he wants no part in this. The two of you are left alone in a pocket of the tense air, while everyone else keeps drinking and laughing like the world hasn't stilted. Wow, Angel breathes out, a crooked smile slowly taking at his lips. Look who crawled out of the woodwork. You look different. You snort a little sharper than you intended. That's an odd way to say, hi, nice to see you. He scoffs. Yeah, well, hi, nice to see you doesn't quite cover it, toots. His eyes drag over you, not quite hungry. Not the flirtatious look he gives everyone else, but something searching, taking inventory, cataloging the ways you've changed since you left. You been okay? You almost laugh. Instead, you take another sip of your drink and let the alcohol burn a steady line down your throat. I've been, you say. That's about it. He flinches, barely. Anybody else would have missed it, but of course you don't. An awkward silence settles, and you're suddenly hyper-aware of the noise of the ice clinking in the glasses and the demons screeching with laughter at the nearby tables, the bass vibrating through your ribs. I, heard you've been working at that joint down East District, he says evenly, trying to sound casual. You know, the one with really shitty karaoke nights. You shrug, pays the bills. Besides, the shitty karaoke's the best part, you snark back. Yeah? You still sing off key? He asked. You give him a look and his lips twitch. Kidding, baby. You know I loved it when you screamed the chorus in my ear. You shouldn't have let the pet name dig under your skin. You shouldn't let the memory of shouting lyrics into his neck and his laugh against your cheek twist something inside you, but it does. He clears his throat, all four of his hands fidgeting now, One ashes the cigarette, the other drums the tabletop, the other two crossed defensively over his chest. "So," he says, eyes flickering anywhere but your face, "you gonna stand there all night, or do you want to sit?" You consider saying no, you really do, but the thought of walking away and pretending that you don't miss him, that you don't still know the exact shade of his eyes under all that eyeliner, makes your heart ache. You slide into the booth and across from him. "Temporary truce," you say just to catch up. He lifts his glass in a mock toast. "Temporary truce it is." You click your drink against his and take a sip. The familiarity of the movement makes your throat tight. "So," you nod at him, how's hell's favorite porn star doing these days?" The old angel reappears in an instant, smug and grinning, snapping right back into place like armor. "Oh, you know, same old, shooting scenes, breaking hearts, being unreasonably gorgeous." He flicks his hair back with a theatrical flair. "I'm basically doing God's work, baby, if he wasn't a little bitch." You can't help it, you laugh. His eyes light up to the sound, shoulders relaxing a fraction. "But working with Charlie at the hotel," he adds, more subdued, trying the whole redemption shtick. You raise a brow. "You, redeemable." "Hey," he puts a hand over his heart. "I'm a freak, not a lost cause." "You're both," you say, but there's no venom in it. He smiles, the smallest time. Honest. It sits weirdly on his face like a costume he hasn't gotten used to. I heard about, you gesture vaguely, Val." And the way his expression shudders is immediate, the light in his eyes dim. "Yeah," he says, voice rougher. "Everybody hears about Val." You watch him exhale smoke like he's trying to breathe out the tension. "That's why you left, right?" you ask quietly. "Because of him?" His eyes cut to you sharp. "You really want to go there? You really want to do this here, sugar?" The nickname is soft, almost pleading. "Probably not," you admit. "But I didn't think I'd get a choice." He huffs out a humorous laugh, staring at you, and then down to the glass, watching the ice swirl. "It wasn't just Val," he says after a moment. "It was everything, the late nights, the blow coming home, wired or not at all, the fights, you crying on the bathroom floor." "I wasn't," he cuts you off. "You were," he says more firmly. "And I was too out of my fucking mind to do anything but make promises that I never kept. I'll quit, baby. I'll talk to Val. I'll stop doing scenes," he mocks, his lips cruel and disgusted as previous words. "I meant it every single time. Then the call would come and the money would show and the fear." He cuts himself off, shoulders hunching. "So you left me. Smartest thing you ever did do." Your fingers tighten around the glass. The image comes rushing back. Shouting messages, blurred into sobbing, into trembling hands like he swore this time would be different. The sick guilt of packing your things while he slept, makeup smeared down his cheeks and the bruises that he never talked about. "You didn't feel smart," he said quietly. "Felt like ripping organs out." He winces like he slapped him. "Thought you hated me," he mumbles. "I tried," you admit, staring at the condensation running down your glass. "Didn't work." There's a small loaded pause. "Yeah," he said softly. "Me either." He looked up. He's not hiding behind that smirk. He looks scared. "Why didn't you come find me?" you ask, but before you could stop yourself. "You knew where I worked." He let out a buffy laugh. "Baby, after what I put you through, after all the ways you looked at me that night, didn't think I'd had the right." You think of that last look, eyes swollen from crying, chest heaving, his silhouette in the doorway as you left, the broken, desperate sound he made when the elevator's door closed. "Maybe you didn't," you say. Then he swallows. "How about now?" You could lie, you could tell him you've moved on, that he's just a ghost with eyeliner in the bar full of demons. You could save yourself the slow, painful reopening of old wounds, but you've never been good at lying, especially to him. I don't know, you say. He nods, gaze falling to the table, his fingers tap, claws clenching against the scratched surface. You watch him wrestle with something, shoulders rising and falling in deep breaths. I'm, trying, at the toe of Charlie, of not being a total piece of shit all the time. I heard, you say, rumors get around. I thought they were making fun of you at first. Angel Dust, the Redemption Project. You rolled your eyes. Sounds like a bad joke. He gives a weak smile. What joke's on them? Imagine giving a damn, it's disgusting. You snicker and his eyes widen. I'm not asking you to come back, he blurts, then words tripping over each other like he's afraid to lose the nerve. I don't got the right to ask you anything. But if you ever want to talk again, get a drink or something, I'd like that. His hand inches towards yours. Your chest aches, not with the raw jagged pain of your fresh heartbreak, but with something older and duller, scarred over, something that still hasn't healed. You look at his hand. You place a hand over his eyes widen. Temporary truce, you say. Extended version. A small smile blooms across his face, so bright it could burn. Yeah, he whispers. Yeah, don't make me regret it. He warns, squeezing his hand just enough to point. He squeezes back, all forearms relaxing, shoulders dropping like he just took 50 pounds off his back. No promises, baby, but I'll try real fucking hard.